The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Escapes the defender. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
They run the counter. It's Thornton, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Complete to Kelly. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They run the counter. Thornton. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Off play action. Pope.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Running on 1st down with Ware. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They go again with Ware. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll run straight ahead with Ware. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Gets this complete to Shaheed.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
On fourth down, Pope flushed out right. That is caught. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on first and goal.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
No, we changed it.
Jackson. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over first and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
First down. It's Thornton, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. off the play fake. Pope under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
In motion goes the tight end. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd down and 6 now.
Up the middle they go. It's Thornton. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Jackson.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Jets 17, 49ers nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now it's Jackson. Now the ball comes loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
That's caught by Kelly. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Operating from the gun, Pope. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Jets are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Operating from the gun, Pope. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
You. Get on, up. Middle. You at X.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey.
Now Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Score him. What a shot. 180. What a shot. Hey, Ozzy. Sit up.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there, laying himself out in the end zone. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2.
49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, report. Sit up.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He finds his man complete. That's Kelly. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Jets.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. In motion, the tight end. A final shot before break. Pope. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw now on first down. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Pope. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And it's Tommy Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A give running left is Ware, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Thornton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thornton, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that 1-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
It's taken to the 26. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Pope going for the deep ball. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 67 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Middle.
Here's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
You at X. You change it.
In motion goes the tight end. Jackson now.
This one goes out wide for Bart.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turn. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Yo. Shut up.
Back to throw. Jackson. Being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or 2 about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Throw left side complete. That's Kelly. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down, New York.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Completes this one to Thornton.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Let's go.
From the gun on third down. Pope. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Hey! Turn on! What? Score here. Ready, shot! Turn on!
To throw is Jackson. Throwing to start the drive. And got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Jalen Waddle, 74 yards. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after try forthcoming. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go. It's Thornton, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run with Ware. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing 1 play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
We changed it.
A gain of 24 yards. And the 49ers first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now 2nd and 9. Off play action. Pope. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now 1st and goal.
13. Hey, middle. Go.
Jackson to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Looking to throw. Pope. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Big strides. Look at him go. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 92 yards. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. Now it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jalen Waddle with a milestone. Career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Okay, ready? Go! Go!
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
19 right. Come on, set. 65 Jack, 65 Jack.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw again. And this one is incomplete. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants, they move back over 5.
For the antidote, there's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation.
Don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a... She wanna all day. Hey, 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 hey.
Came in nothing but some raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks, the A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it, to just go.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. Unlike therapist, unlike most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tether Road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blink at my VIP. Snack my. Won't break, won't miss. Rich took his check out. We talking start like ball hype. Pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. Some of daddy like, boy, don't blow my shit. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You're gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You're gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro, they tryna me. That's the wrong way, me back. Yeah, buddy, if you get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a I'm in the S5 facing cuffy, cause can't name that nigga dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Damn, they not important. I'm the one golded. Me, I'm the one golded. Me, I'm the one golded. Me, I'm the one golded. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one golded. Me, I'm the one golded. Me, I'm the one golded. Me, I'm the one golded.
You say my look good,